spread out the gospel, we spread out the gospel. Yes, Israel crucified in Christ, born and spiritually baptized. And see, I'm going to tell you, one of the dumbest things I ever heard. All I did was say, Leroy Morris begot me, which is my father. You know, and I just said, I begot Kaden Morris, you know, which is my son. I never said nothing about me praying to my father. But, you know, Abba, of course, Yehovah. And, you know, people saying something about praying to, and see, that's the point that they say. Well, sometimes I think, you know, God makes you hear what you want to hear because you have uncircumcised ears, right? Because I never said none of that. Just like I said my grandmother was one that took me to church. I never said I prayed to my grandmother. I never said I prayed to my mother. That's why, like I said, you know, God sometimes, like I say, Satan also, he blinds. And he blinds the ones that say that they're of the remnant. He blinds the ones that say that they're saints, because there was some of the main ones saying this stuff, and I'm like, when did that ever come out of my mouth? See, that's the point. And that's why you have to focus. That's why you have to listen. Because see, when you don't listen, you're gonna say things. You're gonna tell lies. And yeah, I forgive you for the lies. But you know what I mean? Like I said, you know, and see, this is right. If my life itself makes you upset, well, I'm sorry. And you know, I'm sorry. If it makes you upset, that's too bad. I have to tell you, like I said, Leroy Morris, my father, I knew him. He sold watches. He took me along with him. One time somebody tried to rob us. I remember us both chasing him down. I'm little. He said, "Stop that! What are you doing, boy?" He had to stop me. But yeah, I remember him taking me to school. I remember him whipping me and my sister for cutting school. I remember him taking me to Chinatown. And I'm saying, I told my grandmother, I said, "Mama, we went to China." My grandmother said, "You went to China?" So me and Daddy went to pick up some watches from China. Mama said, you went to Chinatown, boy. You understand? So, right, I remember when it was a dog barking. And then I think the dog found the bone. My father said Jesus gave him that bone. I remember I was little, but I remember him saying that. I remember playing with fire and him just giving me that look. You understand? So the point is, it's not about me saying, oh, I know my father and you didn't. But see, if I never told you that I didn't know my father, then you just can't start spreading rumors that you would like to spread. You can't say I'm praying. You can't do that. You understand? You have to come correct when you're speaking. Like me, when I speak on some of you, do I say that extra stuff? No, but see, that's because I don't let Satan blind my ears when I'm listening to you. You understand? And of course, I'm not saying he wouldn't blind my ears if I didn't go to Abba. You know, but I go to Abba, so I listen and I receive, and that's why I can teach. Well, okay, and my phone made me a message, right? So, yeah, you know, my father for father and son, we had a beautiful relationship, because he made sure I went to school. And one day, when I tried to walk home from school, CES 88 in the Bronx, I tried to walk home, I think, and I got lost. And then I tried to find my way back. One of my teachers found me, and he kissed the teacher because he was worried. And you know, so you know, it's beautiful knowing your father, for those of you that have. And if you haven't, well, yeah, see, all that stuff I named, you know, Abba, of course, is perfection. My father's flesh, but of course, you know, he was there to do a job, and he did a pretty good job. You understand? And so did my mother when he passed. You know, she was there when I graduated music school, college, and when I did high school. You know, and yeah, when I told her I studied for like an hour, I studied for like 15 minutes, she said, "What is 15 minutes? You need to study for an hour." When I told her I got in trouble, when I got in trouble in school for cutting a lot, they put us in a program called Venture. And Venture was we had to stay in the same class, for the whole day, 6 classes. So in order to get back into the regular system, we had to pass Venture. And she had to sign a contract. That's how much I used to cut. So when I finally, we had to pass 4 out of 6 classes. So I passed 4, and I'm happy. She said, "Why are you so happy?" I said, "Mommy, passed 4 classes out of 6. She said, "That's not good. That's not good. You barely passed." My mom she was something else, but she also installed the morals. And you know, of course, Grandma's the one that, like I said before, just listen. Like I said, that taught me about Christ, that taught me about God, that introduced me into God. Now, I didn't say, oh, I prayed to my grandmother, you understand? I didn't say that, so don't witchcraft what I'm saying. Don't witchcraft my family, because I don't appreciate that when I'm speaking. That's I don't appreciate that. That's something I don't appreciate. Don't witchcraft what I'm saying. Don't witchcraft, like I said. A lot of you are around witchcrafting because you don't know what's going on in your own life. And listen. It's love there too, because I understand. You can get blind in certain ways. You probably don't listen to the whole thing you're hearing, and you're just saying things. Just Satan blinding some of you. Okay, but no, don't go witchcrafting my family. Don't go witchcrafting my testimony, and don't go witchcrafting nothing that I say if I didn't say it. And that's just point blank. You understand? Don't do that. Like I said, you're right. Like I said, there's boundaries and morals. Yes, there are. And if you don't know the boundaries and morals, then some of the things I have been saying, which are true, just are true. Not that I don't love you guys. You understand? Not that I don't love you. Not that I don't preach the very word to you, because like I said, I just preach the word to let you know, about myself. But this is what I'm saying, not what you're interpreting later on and what you're trying to add, because you can't do that. You understand? That's something you can't do. That's like when you listen so hard, you start interpreting wrong. Not good. Now, as always, follow Christ. And if my story is not like yours, and you didn't know your father or whatever the case is, then listen. Like I said, no Abba, because I'm be real with you. I thank God for knowing my father, but if I didn't know him, God got him superseded in so many different ways. He got my grandmother superseded. He got my mom superseded. He got my wife. He got my kid. He got me. He got every single person that I know superseded. So see, that's the point. That's why our focus is always the Most High God. That's why when people focus on other things and focus on other things, it gets me upset. My focus is always the Most High God, regardless of a YouTube, regardless of Instagram, regardless of Facebook, regardless of any of the social media crap, because that's what it is. Focus is always the Most High God. So like I told you before, I'll tell you again, if the social media was to cut down, glorify God. And some of you are idolizing your family and things like that. I don't think some of you, I think you are. So listen, no, that's not going to work. That's not, remember, what you put out goes for you too. That goes for you too. You understand? God has to be glorified. He does. And you have to hear stories straight when you speak on them. Don't add what you want to the story. Listen to the story. If you don't understand, right? See, and that's the thing. If you got like maybe so much pride, you don't want to go to the person's page or whatever the case is. You have to ask that question. But you can't just start blabbing at your mouth and say, oh, well, you can't do that. And when the person didn't say it, that's the point. And like I said, if Satan's blinding your ears for a reason, and if God's allowing your ears to be blinded for a reason, well, that's something you have to work out with God. If you're a minister, you're in the ministry, and you're born again of the Spirit of God, then, right, that's something you'll work out with God. But just, like I always say, just think about it. Since y'all saying that you're ministers, some of y'all, would you like if someone did that unto you? Right. That's all I'm saying. Right, 'cause remember, you didn't say that you were sent by Satan. Some of y'all saying you're ministers doing this. So I know, like I said, that's the thing. Evidence is always proven when I speak it. Because you know why? Evidence. I go by the evidence. I go by the evidence. I go by the word salad that people use. It doesn't matter if you say you're in the ministry or not. If you use word salad, that's what you use. You understand? But other than that, it's peace, it's blessings, and it's joy. Because you know why? This is what I speak. My epistle, my testimony, and it's about what God has done. And how God supersedes every single thing that I say and every single person that's in my life, be it good or bad, in any situation, be it good or bad. So, glorify God, be at peace always, take up your cross, teach your kids the same, teach your wives, teach your husbands, teach your church, teach all that need to be taught. Go around, preach the gospel. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. In Jesus' name, peace.